right, Terrell.
Stop. I had to bust that so fast. Oh man.
There's no cutting in this, man. It's just that's how we go.
Cutting? Oh, okay.
There ain't no cutting. There's nothing. There's nothing you can do at this point. We're in the new setup. New mics, new table, new studio, new ever. Terrell, you're the first one. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me, my boy.
I got you. What's up? How's it going? So people know you because you've been rolling right here for 40 episodes.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
It's been that long?
It's been 40 episodes. So we shot that
was
a year ago?
Yeah.
Over a year ago.
Over a year ago.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was down the street from the spot.
Yeah, that's down the street from the spot. So cool little spot. We did a cool little motion we did. That's when Self-Hire just dropped their hats. And that kind of like kicked. That's actually interesting. So Terrell's part of like the origin story of this whole shit is that actually kicked off my relationship with Self-Hire. Because we did some shit and then we connected. I got to know Kevin. Then we shot this. They put that out. They promoted that. And then that kind of kicked off this podcast. So in a way, you're actually responsible for the whole shit.
That's dope. Glad I could help, man.
You know.
Glad for y'all having me though too. Bring me right back in.
Had to. You're a hard man to get a hold of, man.
Yeah.
You're a hard man to get a hold of.
Yeah. Always busy, man.
So backstory here. So Terrell. So I initially met Terrell in 2014.
Was it? Yeah.
2015 when I was playing in Denmark. And I had just got an injury, an ACL tear.
Yeah. And
I reached out to Terrell because I had watched Terrell. Terrell used to play for the UVic Vikes, all Canadian, all that. And I had grown up, going to this guy's games. And I was down and out. Essentially, I was overseas. I was playing over there. My knee was busted up. I was about to get on a plane back home. I was trying to go over there for a year, then pop back over here, play college. My whole shit was messed up, and I was like, who do I call? So I was a shot in the dark. I think it was like Facebook Messenger.
Facebook, yeah.
Yeah, you see, now you slide in DMs, but back then...
Yeah. It was a personal message, bro. Yeah.
It was that. I got to bring that up. Thank God Brianna's not here. She would have probably found that, put that up on the screen, but thank God she's not. Anyways, so I reached out to him like, hey, listen, I'm in this situation. What would you do, et cetera, et cetera. And I looked up to you through high school and all that. And then, and I didn't expect to get a response because I was like, oh, he's all Canadian, not like, why would he message back? I had never really blind messaged anyone. That wasn't really my thing. But I was like, all right, leap of faith, whatever. And then we just started having this correspondence. I ended up coming back, working out a ton and setting up workouts and just moving from there on out. It's just been a super genuine relationship, and seeing Terrell move from, essentially now I know the backstory, but at the time it was just, I knew him as an all-Canadian. I mean, that's all I knew him as is at a star as a star at UVic, and then see him grow from that, into the pro game, into coaching, back into the pro game, this league, that league, bouncing around, doing your thing continuously. It's been a hell of a journey, and now within that journey, I've learned about the 10 years before becoming an all-Canadian, which was even... I don't even know how you want to describe that. Yeah. I mean, a journey, a grind.
Yeah.
It was a grind. And which leads us to today, which is kind of crazy because I would never have pinpointed this. We're different generations, come from different places, two very fucking different people, but found a way to have a connection. So, cheers to that. And I appreciate you coming out and hanging out and talking about your story a little bit and what you've done, how you've progressed, et cetera, et cetera. But that being said, so fill us in a little bit on the backstory of, because you're not from Victoria.
Definitely.
You Victoria loves you and embraces you.
Definitely.
But, and BC does, Vancouver does. But you don't, you stick out like a sore thumb.
Right.
You're still very much, not from there. So how did you come to get to Victoria? Because that kind of met you when you were already popping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had already achieved a level of success. I never got to see that. Yeah. So how'd you end up at Victoria?
Well, out of high school, I went to junior college route.
So you coming out of Vegas?
Coming out of Vegas, yeah.
Right.
Went to Yakima Valley, 2-year school, right?
Yakima,
yeah, man. It was 2 great years there, but that's when the grind really started for me. Because the reality of it is,
on Netflix there's a show called what was it, Second Chance, and it does the whole thing about football, and it's just like literally the analogy I use to describe to people like what junior college is like putting about 12, 13 pit bulls in one kennel, and it's really that type of like
go eat
type mentality where you got to do what you got to do, you know, stay disciplined and get out, because if you don't, you're done.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap for you.
Yeah.
So so you got 2 years to get it popping. It's from stats to school, get your grades,
Right.
Be disciplined, and everything like that. And with this whole analogy of like this, it's like some people just cut themselves, or majority of it.
Yeah.
Due to grades.
It's
off
easy
court.
to cut yourself though.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is though.
Yeah.
And I stuck with it. I wasn't the best. My first year even going to Yakima, we had 5 D1 transfers. 5.
Tough.
Like training camp was hell. Super hell. 6 a.m.s every day. Only exception was Sundays and game days. That was it.
Yeah.
That was our days off.
That's it.
And guys couldn't take that. It wasn't, I look back at it now, it's like it wasn't to punish us, nothing malicious. It's like these coaches really care for us. You know what I mean? So shout out to Ray Funk, Greg Owen, London Wilson, them really teaching me about the whole discipline, because you really do got to have discipline in this thing to stay on your grind. And if this is what you really truly believe and this is what you want, you got to go full throttle with it. And you got to be pure, sincere, and dear to it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, from the junior college route, I did my thing. I got my stats, I got my grades, got my accolades as well, and then had a few D2 schools and one D1 offer. But it wasn't the right choice for me. Honestly, it was like partials, and I was like, well, I don't really know like the whole back and forth between me and you, Vic, of how I like actually exchanged. But only thing I know is this: I talked to the head coach there. He was like, "Hey, we see you on the radar. We want to bring you out to Canada." I'm like, Canada. I'm like,
Canada.
As an American from way down south from Vegas, I'm like,
what the hell is Canada?
What the hell is Canada? I'm like, it's like Antarctica. That's what it looked like on the map. It's all white and blue. I'm like, that's cold. But I'm like, whatever. I wanted to take a risk for it, right? So
right.
I'm like, so I got a passport expedited up in like 4 days.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was 4 days, bro. It was unbelievable. I don't know, man. The grace of God was over me, man, for that day.
I don't know how you did that. That's a
4 days, bro. I applied, like literally got there in 4 days. And I took the Clipper ferry from Seattle to the inner harbor of Victoria. Bro, it was like an oasis, bro.
That's great. Yo, you want to pull that mic a little bit closer to you?
Yeah. It was like man, it was one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's great. So 4 days.
4 days.
4 days. So
it happened that fast. It's like boom, boom, boom. It was just like, but that just showed like how for me, it's like I'm a real live grinder. Like if I'm pursuing something, I'm really like dear to it. And so that just showed them like my commitment to it. Like if I pull up, like I'm really serious
here.
about it. Yeah,
I'm
really serious.
I'm really here.
And they took that, and I was like,
you just took a chance, man.
Took a chance.
Leap of
faith. I was like, and he just showed me the ropes. Like all the guys, the veteran guys that was there, like Mike Bird, Reese Pavilski, Eric Casey. Those guys just took me in. It was like, hey man, this is the city. Being truthful, man.
This is Victoria.
Yo, this is honestly, you come here and do your thing, you can really go out to where you want to be. And I know that you want to go to the pros. And I'm like, yeah, for sure.
Damn.
And that was a lot. You think of me now, think of me like when I was only like 20 years old.
I heard that you couldn't shoot threes.
I couldn't shoot threes. I couldn't shoot a bit.
I heard you went like 1 for 6 your first season or something like that.
Yeah, first season. 1 for 7.
1 for 7?
1 for 7.
Nice.
No bullshit. Yep. Facts.
So I'm not gonna let you get off that quickly or that easily, because just making it out of high school to JUCO is a lot for a lot of players.
Yeah, it is a lot.
And you just kind of like, made it to JUCO, made it to UVic. Like there's like we call it step ladder theory, where it's just like increments. One person leads to another, one tryout leads to another, like et cetera. Just making that, because you picked up ball kind of late.
No, early.
Like what?
Super early.
When did you pick up ball?
I was like 5'6".
No.
Swear to God.
Oh, bro.
I was on my first team when I was in kindergarten.
No.
And I played on the second grade team, bro.
What?
Swear to God.
Bro, what the hell is that? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
That's when it wasn't like, I swear. I remember my first basket as a kid.
No.
I swear. I remember exact Jordans, 96 Jumpman, black and the red colorway, black and red and white. I got them in my closet at the house. For real. I banked it. My first shot was an air ball. I got fouled. I shot 2 shots. I airballed the first one.
Whatever.
Because I will never get to play because I'm the young buck. And I got to play that day too.
That's right.
And then the second one, I banked it in, bro. My whole family was out there. My granny, my grandpa, my pops, my cousin, them, they all going crazy. I'm like jumping up and down. I was like, I still remember that, bro. I was 6 years old.
Damn. Okay. So what was high school like for you? Because you train a ton of high school kids, and I'm sure you get this question all the time, and I'm sure you're probably tired of answering it, or maybe not. Like, what was the high school basketball experience like for you? What's the circuit like in Vegas for high school ballers? Yeah,
I think it still is though. I think it's still like a booming thing. But back then, I went to one of the powerhouse schools that was known across the nation.
Okay, what's
it's called Cheyenne High School.
Okay,
they call it the town where we're from. Led by Terrell Evans and Bruce Gator. Bruce Gator is like, man, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be in this situation, like at all. Like I owe nothing but the credit up to him. When I was 14, I think I was 14. Yeah, my sister, all my family went to that school as like academics and stuff like that, and they played ball, sports, football, ran track. But they was like, yo, man, my little brother, she brought me in, my sister. She was like, yo, this is my little brother. He would really want to play basketball. And it was like, Coach Gary looked at me. I'm like, look, just like, because he got like a kind of a funny eye too, though. But I was like scared as a young boy. I'm like, what you gonna do? Like whoop me or something like that? Like choke me out? I'm like, but he like eye me up and down. And I'm like, I'm being sincere. Like, yo, I really want to play basketball. I really want to pursue this. And ever since then, that day, bro, he like really, like a dad to me. Was like, hey, man, made me run hills, run track, and all that stuff like that. But it's how you train. And this dude, I found out like through the years, like, yo, he was an All-American in 3 sports.
Oh, crazy.
Track, football, and basketball. You know,
it's crazy how many guys that actually like hit a pinnacle in sports just go back like, I don't want to coach college, I don't want to coach pro, like I just want to go back to the town, coach high school. There's a lot of gems like that, man. Or just go back, coach AAU, or whatever it is, right? So you're super lucky to run into one of those guys. So like, how'd you make it to JUCO? Was it grades? Was it play? Like, how did that? What was when you were sitting there in grade 12, grade 11? Like, okay, what's the play? What was your mind?
Well, the play was I had probably like the best like all season ever. When I was in the 10th grade, I got ranked in the state of Nevada. I was like top like 20 or something like that. Now, out of my class, out of that camp, and then in my class, I was like top like 10, something like that. But going into my 11th grade year, I rode the bench.
What?
I swear. But the thing is, we had 5 Division I players that was getting like looked at. Like, the point guard was getting looked at Kansas, who ended up signing at Kansas. Shooting guard was getting looked at Wichita State, ended up getting there. Our center was getting looked at like DePaul, Indiana. It was just crazy.
And they were seniors.
And they were like, no, the two guards was in my same grade. Yeah. We was the same class. But the other guy was older than me, was a year older. Yeah. So I took the bench role as like a guy who grinded. I know, man, it's crazy. I swear.
Tough.
And at that shot me. Like that was a shot to my confidence. It's like, yo, I bust my ass. I did this. I deserve this. But it's just like, hey,
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But it was, I took it. It was a shot to my gut, heart. We ended up going to state that year, winning our division. We lost in state, but I just felt when the whole thing I think that was the only falling out me and my coach Gator ever had. Like me and Coach Gator had was me transferring, because the simple fact is that I kind of wanted my own spotlight to get looked at, and I ended up transferring to a school. To a weak school. It wasn't known for basketball. It was a newer school, maybe like 2-3 years in. It didn't have a winning record.
Right.
And
damn.
And so I was like, you know what? Let's just start here and just like.
You didn't have to sit a year or anything like that?
No, I didn't, because the best part about that is when I transferred, the zone variance had changed, and at that time I was still staying at my grandma's house. And so I swear I was still staying with my grandma. I was with my grandparents. So my granny now, the zone for Cheyenne expanded and it overlapped with Lake. I had the choice to change or not. And I was like,
so you were good.
So I was good. They was like, okay, boom. So the coach was like, hey, man, I know what school you go to. I know I seen you in the article this last summer that you on. I'm like, yeah, just give me a chance. Went out there, killed it in a tryout. It's like, we want you to come to school, boom. And yeah,
Damn.
it was solid.
So what were you looking at the end of that senior year?
At the end of my senior year, I was averaging 14 points a game. It was just something solid. And I didn't really have nothing. And a lot of junior colleges come to Vegas and see. I was all-star that year too. And it was just like, hey, school Yakima that just hit me. And I was just like, all right, let's kind of like take it. Because I didn't really have nothing else. I wasn't highly recruited or nothing like that.
So you were just like, all right,
let's just go.
Let's just go.
And I met the coach at the time, Funk.
Yeah.
Super cool dude. He was pretty straightforward, blunt. Ain't no spoofs or no gimmicks. He was like, hey man, you got 2 years here. If I decide to give you this letter of intent, take it like it's your life dependent on it. Like, cause I want you to get out of this 2-year institution to go on to bigger and better things. Like I know you can. And that's simple as that. And I was like, hey man, I'm man of my word. So
tough, man. The junior college thing is tough. I always wonder how coaches navigate that. Like it's hard to build a program.
You get a bunch of kids from all over.
It's just like throw them together.
Yeah.
Hope it works.
You get young kids at like 18, 19. You get kids that's 21, 22 that just, either flunked out of school, got in trouble at a D1, D2 program.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get older cats. Like in my first year we had to do that. I was on the team. I was 28.
Damn.
Like, but it's just that you there for a reason at the end of the day. It's like we all stuck here, no matter where you come from or where your goals is. We are all stuck in this kennel. Yeah. And we either gotta learn how to get each other out, or it's just gonna be it's rough. Junior college is not a joke, bro.
Junior college is like survival of the fittest for sure. It almost like, but you know what? A lot of people. I mean, look at guys like Danny Green.
Yeah.
Danny Green came from a JUCO.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that did that route. So I got guys right now that are going into JUCOs.
Yeah.
Just with that mentality of like,
just get your work done.
I got a year. I got 2 years.
Yeah.
Like I'm not looking up.
Yeah.
For 2 years. Or whatever it may be, and just trying to find and navigate their way that way. Because be honest, like we don't. When you're 18, when you're 19, like you don't know left from right. I mean, let's be honest. Like,
facts.
So if you were to look at those kids right now, or some of the guys you're coaching right now, they're going into that JUCO. What would you tell them?
Just stay focused.
That's it.
That's it. I mean, you're going to have your fun. Don't get me wrong. Don't think like we all human. Like, don't think like I'm just like this whole like, focus type dude. Nah. Like, I like to like, go out sometimes and have like, go for out to eat with people and stuff like that. And, have a movie night, that type of thing, That's part of being human, having a little bit of social life. But just know you got priority. You got to be disciplined. You got to know when to like.
You're up at 6.
When to grind, yeah. You got to know you got to be up at 6.
Yeah.
When you're done at 6, you got your class. After your class, you got to spare, bro. Go get some shots up.
Yeah.
Go work on your handle. Boom.
100%.
Go back to class.
Yeah.
Go take a shower. Go get then you got study hall. Get your study hall and you got practice. Now you just put in 2 to 3 hours or 2 to 3 sessions of your grind.
Yeah. And
you build that for a whole season. And you do that for 2 years, bro, nobody can stop you.
100%. And like honestly, man, those years between 18, 19, 20, 21, jeez, like you can grow
so much.
I mean, you can be a completely different player.
Yeah.
Completely different player. Like
physically and mentally.
Yeah, in every sense. Like you grow so much, like physically within that, obviously, right? You become a man within that period. So you get out of JUCO. What was a big difference for you? Because UVic wasn't looking at you straight out of high school. So these like what was the difference between Terrell at a high school and Terrell going into UVic? What got you that look at CIS or U Sports? What was the difference? Like, could you was it skill?
I don't think it was a difference. I just think
you don't think there was a difference.
I don't think so. I just think I still had to, I was still sincere and genuine to this. I was just, this is what I wanted, and I've had it on since, had this eye, and I've been keen on this goal of like playing basketball at the highest level, which is going to the pros over in Europe, since I was high.
See, that's the thing. So, like,
it was never like a difference though. It was just like, hey, this is what I'm offering, and I know at 18, or whatever, 16 from high school to 20, that your word, like as a man, I always taught that, like your word is your everything. So when I tell you something, it's like, bro, you know.
I'm there.
But most people don't get that from me. It's just like, oh, you talking shit. Like,
Right.
oh yeah, you know. Like when I tell you something, like for real, bro,
I'm
like
there.
I'm there. Like if
Yeah.
I pull up on you, it's like
I'm there.
I'm there.
100%.
And I'm gonna give you every ounce of me. So when I went from high school to junior college to when I first went to UVic, I was always sincere and dear to this.
See, that's it. That's the reason. Like, that's the reason why we've always connected, and that's what I've always seen. You know, just being an observer, a friend, a fan, is math is simple. You know, 1 + 1 is 2. Basketball is simple. You put in the time, you have the honesty about it, you'll get results. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. Period. So it's like you're the example of that. It's like, no, listen, look at the steps of this guy. You know. Came out of high school, didn't have a ton of looks. Got JUCO, didn't have a ton of looks. Got Canadian D1, didn't have a ton of looks. Became an all-star, got some looks. Became an all Canadian, still didn't have a ton of looks in pro. Went over there, got some looks in pro, signed that pro contract.
Yeah.
And it's like step by step by step, one brick at a time, one brick at a time, one brick at a time. And eventually you hit that. That's why I think you're a representation of basketball in a whole. So if there's one thing that I think people can take away from this is, you know, yeah, Terrell is honest. There's honesty, there's a work ethic. But then one thing I never understood until maybe just a couple months ago was, you know, I was a guy that was honest, a guy that worked hard, but I never understood how the fun played into that. Because you're like a goofy guy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like for real. Like you have fun in everything that you do.
Fact.
Like you're constantly cracking jokes, you're constantly super positive. And I was always like, oh yeah, that's cool, but that doesn't help him. But it does. Yeah. It 100% helps you. Helps you as a teammate, helps you bringing you into a program, helps you in just making friends and network. Like you know 100 people in this city. You never lived in this city before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, the community of Victoria has embraced you as one of their own. You know,
Yeah.
Victoria's very own.
Fact.
You know, so that I never understood how that played back into it. And honestly, in the same way that you train, like, yeah, you're super serious and disciplined when you train, but you're like, there's a fucking smile on your face.
Yeah, fast.
And when you're playing the whole thing, I never really understood. And I was like, oh, the fun is why he has longevity.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have fun in it, it's just gonna fizzle out.
Facts.
Like, if you don't really love it,
But you grow to learn to kind of like laugh and be
Right.
happy at. It actually makes you kind of like, for real. I'm gonna be for real. I think I'm low key crazy. Like, cause I'll be punishing myself. Like, like I was down in Vegas with my coaches, like just last week.
yeah,
Always in there in the pulley, like just dog sweat with in the gym where it all started with no AC.
high school gym.
Yeah, like hottest, man. I don't even know, like devil's juice. OMG. And it's just like, man, we just so tired, and you just like gotta crack a smile and just be like, man,
This is what it is.
this is what it is. And it's like, I'm just looking at the fun of it and happiness, because it's like, yo, this is all I ever wanted.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the money. It wasn't
Yeah.
about the fame. It was nothing about the, you know, the external like validation. This is just me. And so now that I'm doing this, like, that's why I got partners like you, my family back at home, who
100%.
cheer me on. You know what I mean? They be like, yo, yeah, he in his bag. And he stayed true to that. And that's all I am on this. But yeah, I am goofy. But that's only if you, like, when you close to me, you know what I mean?
I've seen you on the court, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I
like,
know.
I'll talk a little bit, but I have fun. But it's like, yo, I'm really busting you. And I'm doing it easily because I work. Like, people emulate the end result. People see me laughing and joking, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, people don't really see the equation, like you saying, the add and the subtract and the divide and the square root and, you know, all that what it takes. Because it takes a lot of sacrifice, bro. But in the end, it's like, is it worth it to you? And that's where people always ask kids, like, all the time. It's like, yo, bro, I was at your age on one day, at one point in life. Like, is this something that you really want to do? And if you do, it's going to test you. Failure going to test you.
100.
Losing going to test you. Winning going to test you, too. It's how you take winning. It's just, how do you stay humble? How do you stay human out of this whole thing? And it's a fun thing, though. It's a really a life lesson.
It's fun, but it's. I mean, there's players all the time. It's like, what was you coffee? You eating coffee right now?
Bro, London Fog, bro.
Oh my
London
God.
Fog.
Jesus, that's 100% of coffee. There's no way you're drinking a London Fog.
Bro,
It's
London
720.
Fog all day. Don't drink coffee. London Fogs. That's my juke.
Smooth.
Sure. That's
Super smooth.
Super smooth. Yeah.
Uh,
You gotta get on this wave, man. This London Fog wave.
I don't even know what a London Fog is.
Yo, just go to the next coffee. What is the one down the street?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to the coffee shop. Go
And
get
get a London
yeah,
Fog.
Ask the whatever the
I don't know what.
what's that, barista?
Barista.
Yeah, there you go, barista. Hey, give me a London Fog. Guaranteed it's gonna change your
Look
life.
at me twice.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable enough with myself for that. No, players, man. Players all the time come like, oh, I want to play basketball. You don't really want to play basketball. Like, you want to be a part of something. You want to feel a part of a culture, a community. And then every once in a while you see a kid, you're like, that kid.
Got it.
Like, well, I don't know what it is, but he's got it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's the kid. Some kids isolate themselves, you know? Like, for instance, if you're running a camp, you'll see kids, you know, some kids will always want to be in a group and having fun and laughing and all that stuff. And that's good. There's a place and time for that too. And then you'll see certain kids, like, you know, say you're doing a skipping drill or a footwork drill or something like that. Those go to the corner. And they'll be just working, just getting there working. I find a lot of kids that are really young are embarrassed to, like, really show how much, like, how dedicated they are.
Yeah.
Because other kids around them aren't that dedicated.
Yeah.
And I've found kids where, you know, if I work with them or we find them, and then you make it okay to be that dedicated. And that's why I like the name of your company, of your brand, the grind, where it's okay to, like, in Canada, we don't necessarily understand that this is what it takes.
Yeah.
Like, that's why we're 10 years or 15 years behind. Is like, we don't truly understand. Our kids are still like, oh, I don't want to work. Like, I really want to work hard, but I don't know if that's accepted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a little bit of a barrier right there. So that's why I love what you're doing there. And yeah, it takes a level of honesty with yourself and be comfortable with yourself. I think there's outliers that still need to be, you know, fostered and stuff. And that's why having guys like you coming from Vegas, staying in Victoria, and actually doing this goes a long way. Yeah. Because that community is underdeveloped. Yeah. Listen, I'm from there, so, you know, like, that community.
You could say I won't. Yeah. But I feel like it's just potential at the end of the day.
There's potential.
Yeah, I created a little ecosystem there. But it's all to me what the game has given to me at the end of the day. Right. Coaches like, you know, even my childhood coaches, my youth coaches, all the way to my middle school coaches, all the way to my high school coaches, all the way to my junior college coaches, university coaches, pro coaches. Like, hey, I was fortunate enough, and it's only right that I give back, rightfully so, in the right way. Mm-hmm. Just how it was done on to me. Mm-hmm. Even though I come from nothing, though. In the grand scheme of things, no one ever, like, told me, like, hey, I never took a handout, or it's like, hey, yo, come this way, you know, this gonna make your career this better. Like, no, I took the stairs in this. I took a whole different route.
Took some L's too, man.
And took a whole lot of L's.
Yeah. Straight.
Yeah, and so
people don't understand
but I still at the end of the day, I still made it. So everything now is just a bonus of just me just being, you know, sincere to this game and genuine. But yeah, it's a thing. And most kids, like I tell kids, like especially high school kids, you gotta be. Well, one of my coaches told me, my AU coach, Javon Banks, I was like, man, you gotta be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Yep. Like, you gotta get out your shell. Like, most people want to just be shooters. Like, no, man, you gotta work on your ball handling. You gotta work on going the rim. You gotta play some D. Like, it's a universal game. Mm-hmm. So y'all watching all these, you know, Curry go for 35. I'm like, yeah, you go for 35. Look how many shots he took. What did he do on defense? Yeah. Did he rebound? Did he box out? No. How did he handle the ball?
Yeah, deflections. What did he do? Yeah.
What did he do? Yeah. KD, Kawhi, prime example. That's why
Kawhi's crazy.
And I'm not, you know, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you want to call it. Like,
I don't know.
We can speak a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I ain't dick eating over here.
Yeah.
But like, Kawhi is the man. He's showing you how basketball should be led.
100%.
100%. On both sides of the ball. Of the floor.
Yep.
And demanding it. So
it's crazy.
And that's how I look at the game. That's integrity to the game. That's everything in Stanford. Not to say other players don't got that, but I feel like Kawhi right now is holding that torch.
You know what Kawhi said? He said, because was it Clint Parks? I don't know. his trainer, I have a couple of mutual friends with his trainer, and Clint was like, he just put up on his Instagram the other day, a quote from Kawhi saying, listen, everybody doesn't have to like your game.
Yeah.
People don't have to like your game.
They don't.
Like, why is it important that they like? Why is it important that you shoot deep threes? Why is it important that you can cross? Why is it important? You know what I'm saying? Why does it matter? Like, he sticks. If you watch him play, I love Kawhi because he's so fundamental, man. It's all fundies. It's like 2-foot jump stops, nice little like shot fakes, pivots, finding the right spot, creating space, working within space, all the fundamental stuff. It's just like, he to me is the most fundamental player in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't see anybody else like that.
I'll say Clay.
Yeah.
I like Clay.
That's true.
I like Clay a lot.
That's true.
I like
but
Clay.
That's a different player though. He's off ball.
That man, what he scored, 40 something?
Yeah, with like
11, how many drills? Something crazy.
10, 11.
That's what you just say. And I like Clay. But yeah, not everybody got to like your game.
Yeah.
Hey, this game's about buckets. put the ball in the hoop. Mm-hmm. However you do it, like, everybody don't like James Harden game.
Yeah.
But look how many free throws he shoot.
A lot of people don't like his game.
Like, it's like, how could you hate him in? Even Russell Westbrook. And that's my guy.
Yeah. People hate him.
And
why does Russ get so much hate? What's
I don't
up?
know.
Why?
I think he's just a loyal dude. Just kind of like Draymond too. He's a loyal dude. He just like, if you part of his camp and you just know, it's kind of like it's kind of like me and you. It's
100%.
Like, to keep it real, like if you one of my partners, I can say you like,
that's it.
We down.
Mm-hmm. But
if anything ever happened to you, bro, you already know.
100%.
Yeah.
But
it's fist to cuffs. But
that's the same thing with you, man. Like, there's misconceptions about you too. Like, it's like there's misconceptions about Westbrook and all that stuff, type of stuff. Like, yeah, they keep a tight circle.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, you can tell, like, oh man, remember when Westbrook and Adam Stevens, fuck, what's his name? Steven Adams, my bad. Two first names is terrible. White people.
Okay.
He was on an interview and he was like, oh, a reporter was like, I'm talking about. He was like, oh, when you're off the floor, your team does this much. He's like, nah, don't try to split us up.
Yeah.
Don't try to split us up.
Yeah.
And people didn't like him for that. Like, people are like, what's up with him? Like, and there's the same thing with you. Like, you have a brutal honesty to you.
Yeah.
Like, everyone always says, like, oh, honesty is the hardest rock you can stand on, yada, yada, yada. But you're still out here telling all these white lies and shit. Like, it's like people don't understand it. To be around a truly honest person is fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, it's I would say me to you. You've said shit to me where I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
You just gotta take a breath. He's right.
Yeah.
Or he has validity to his point.
Yeah.
Or I understand his perspective or what it is. But like, to be around an honest person, it's like, oh man, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, if you're a teammate and you go like, hey, let's come here. That's not your shot. Like, get to your spot.
Yeah.
Why are you like, stay in your lane?
Yeah. I think I go back to my family. Like, you say,
it?
How you get it. Like, for me, I'll be saying some real like this is. People don't really know. Like, me, I'm not really like in the camera. People hear me.
I know.
You know what I mean? But it's like, if you really close to me, it's like, yo, man, I'll tell you some real ass shit. And
it's not always good.
But it's like, I do it out of endearment because I love you.
Yeah.
And I care for you.
So that's what it is.
And it's just like, you know what? And my family do it to me. Like my granny, my sisters, my brothers, my cousins. They tell me tough love. And that's how I was, tough love. But it's like, even as a teammate, like, it's like, I'll let my teammates, like, do whatever. It's like, yo, bro, like, if you mess up on one side of the floor, you better make it up on the other end.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You better make it up on the end, or it's like, yo, let's go, because I'm putting my all out there. I'm not saying every time I'm bringing 100% or 90%. Sometimes I only got like 70, maybe even 50 in the tank, but I'm giving you 50. 70,
whatever you got.
I'm giving you 100 of that, of that 50 and that 70.
Yeah.
Every single time. So it's no knock of who I am. It's like, yo, bro, I'm gonna give it to you. Everything I got, whatever I got in the tank, I'm giving it to you. So if you giving me anything short, I'm on your ass.
And it's gonna show too.
It's gonna show. And I'm like, yo, cause I'm in this thing to win. Let's win. I'll lead by example, yeah, for sure. I'll do all that, but that's not me. I don't really want to be the guy always like, leading this, 25, this and that. No, sometimes I want to be in the middle of the pack, 12,
whatever,
few assists, make some big plays, let's win.
Get a win.
Boom.
Get a win.
Hey, love you.
Get a win.
Yeah.
Get a win.
Get a win. So
that's it.
But yeah, man, I'm glad you take that to heart and you
100%.
accept that about me.
That's it. I'm reading a book, Ray Dalio, right now, Principles, and it's about radical truth, radical transparency, and it's about these organizations will strive on a level, or these teams, or just a group of people will strive on a level which other people cannot strive on. But that type of stuff is not for everyone. Like some people, like your personality A-type, you are. Like that's just who you are. It's I don't know, whatever. You and I am as well, and so I have a really good way of communicating with A-types. Like we see eye to eye.
Yeah.
Because I want you to do the best. You want me to do the best. Period. Make the best move. Be the best. That's it. Me talking to a C personality, I have problems with that.
Yeah.
I struggle with that, and I need to grow as a communicator, as a leader for sure.
Yeah.
But it's just like on a basketball team or on any team, it's like regardless of whether you're a type, B type, whatever letter of the alphabet, have that radical truth and radical transparency, because this little like knick-knack lie bullshit to each other, oh he did good but now he actually did bad, or oh hey yeah good pass but in reality that's a turn, like like little stuff like that, like that eats into a team, that eats into an organization, and eventually it's gonna crack. Like if you build your shit on gimmicks, it's not gonna work.
Facts.
And some people get that because some people were just raised like that. So anyways, I'm getting off track. I wanted to go back to, we still haven't finished the story of where you're at now. So again, you get to UVic. Would you start right away? How did that go?
I chose UVic because it was 3 years instead of 2.
Right.
So the plan was this.
Because so you got 5 years post secondary.
I get 5 years instead of 4.
Yeah.
So I get the extra year.
Yeah.
So I'm like, in the back of my mind, I kind of like, coach talking to me, goes, Bo can't be here at the time. They talking, like in the movies, you go like into like a different, like something like radical happen. You just be like, you go into a different zone, and it just feels like ears pop. So my ears start popping. I'm like, all right. I start to think like, all right, I get an extra year. So I'm like, all right, I'm in Canada. If I come in here, I'm going to Canada. All right. First year, they got this funny money and food. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get used to it. I'm gonna get accustomed to the culture here. Number 2, second year, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna make a name for myself. Third year, I'm gonna turn up. And bang, bang, bang. It all happened. So I'm like, we in the game. So I kind of lost what your question was.
No.
It's like, yeah, it was just that. I had a plan. And I'm like, all right.
So your first year when you got there.
So I started, and then I couldn't shoot.
Who was there? Was Ryan there?
Ryan McKinnon.
Ryan was there. Yeah.
Ryan McKinnon, Mike Berg, Zach Andrus, who else? Ryan Erickson, me, Mike, and John.
That was a good team.
Yeah, we was solid.
Top 4?
Yeah, something like that in Canada West. Somehow we was up there.
Yeah.
But it was a crazy because it was like it was different between you play 24-second.
Yeah, not 30.
Not 30.
Shot clock.
Back then it was 35.
Oh yeah.
It was 35.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, this is a much faster game, and I'm like, oh, this is European rules. So I'm like,
yeah,
man, I'm about to sign this and I'm about to get it cracking for sure. Like, hell yeah. So I'm like, boom. So, and with the faster shot clock, you gotta
go
3.
Yeah,
and you gotta just go. I had the endurance. I could fast break.
That's why there's those European shooters, man.
Yeah, that's why. And I'm like, I couldn't shoot, and guys like Zach, and I kind of lost the spot a little bit where I came, off the bench like 6th, 7th, 8th man at times.
Yeah.
That was during the middle of the season. I started off, I couldn't really shoot, and guys like Reiner, actually, my boy today.
So
Reiner,
so people know, like Ryan's on the wall. Ryan McKinnon.
Ryan McKinnon's on the wall.
Like Ryan, like he can shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably maybe first or top 3 shooters I ever played with in my career.
Yeah. He could
ever.
shoot.
He could.
Out of Comox, yeah.
And skinny. Like,
yeah,
he the one that came, he the one low key all these kids rocking these short shorts. He was the first one to come back with it. Bro, bony dude, like super frail.
Yeah.
And he had the short shorts. I'm like, why is he wearing short shorts?
How you feel about the short thing now?
Oh yeah, but I've been rocking them. Like he kind of put me onto the short swag. I was just like, all right. And I kind of took his swag a little bit, like low key. Hey Ryan, Ryan, don't kill me for that, bro. Like I actually took your swag a little bit. But that's cool. I can justify that. Like I actually took the swag.
You're good.
But during my first year, Reiner, Vancouver kid, he actually took my spot during like the middle of the season, like because he could hit threes. Yeah. And I'm like, man, how do I start shooting?
Time to get in the gym.
So I'm like, time to get in the gym and work on my game. So I'm like, I started shooting more. I just started off with like mid ranges. I'm like, all right, man, this is hard because it's not just a regular college three. This is European three. Yeah. And yeah, so once that started popping, I started playing more and I hit a couple from deep and I started just kind of like figuring out what I can do as far as my game, as far as the offense that I can like strive for. And then the best thing about it, that year we clinched playoffs and we had the best of 3 games for the first series against Calgary. Yeah. And the night before we get thrashed.
Of course. Are you in Calgary?
No, we at UVic. We host.
Oh no.
So we get thrashed though.
Oh no. Oh no,
dude! I don't know what's his name, Finland or something like that. I don't know, bro. I remember one play he dunked on Zach so hard, he like cocked back, banged on him. So yeah, they demonstrated the first game. So I'm like, man, we can't just go out like this. So the second game I took off. I'm like, I had like 22. Yeah. I'm just balling, like I wasn't hitting no threes though. I wasn't hitting threes yet. But I was like, I'm fast breaking it. I'm doing what I got to do to get my team a win. The third game. That's when the infamous buzzer beater happened. Yeah. Had the big tip in that gave us clinches off to the semis. Yeah. And so that was a big one. And so that's how, like I say, in that first year, what I do. Yeah. I'm getting acclimated going to that year, make a name for myself. And then we ended up losing though. We lost to Fraser Valley that year.
God, Fraser Valley.
Yeah, they had like Friesen. They had another guy.
What?
Big dude. They was good though. They was actually nice. It was actually good that year.
The landscape has changed. So were you thinking, like, what was your goal year one UVic? Like, what were you trying? Were you trying to go pro? Were you still? Was that your mind frame right then?
What first year?
Yeah, what was your mind frame at that time?
You good over there?
He's always good. He's always good.
Okay, perfect. My mind frame for the first year, that's all it was.
That's what it was?
It was just my first year, just get acclimated.
That
was the time.
That was it.
Acclimated. That was it.
All
just
right.
get accustomed. No,
right.
not much pressure. I just want to get used to everything, like the style of eating. Like it's different food in America. Different funny money, like this whole green, purple, red, tan money. Like I don't
Monopoly.
It's monopoly money. Like the people.
So that's what I'm saying.
Canadians,
you're still so American, bro. Like
I'm super American.
No, you still are. How long you been here now? What, like
off and on for like 7 years?
Seven freaking years.
Yeah, and 7 years. Yeah, it's like
you're
7
still so Vegas, man.
So Vegas. That's why I go back so much. Yeah. Well, my people back at home, they be like, bro, you so Canadian. I was like, bro, you're crazy. You tripping, relax. But yeah, going to my year 2, it was like, you know what? Berg had left. Brian McKinnon had left. Zach had left. It was a big, roster change. And I'm like, man, you know what? It's me, Mike, and John. We kind of like the next ones coming up. Like Mike was the next leading scorer behind Ryan. I'm like, all right, me and him can be the 1 and the 2 type leaders. So I'm like, that summer, went back to Vegas, worked on my jump shot, got it right, and that was it. So partway through that season though, the infamous man, Ken Shields, man. And I always knew him through, he always be there at the alumni events and come to the games. So but he's very straight face. You'll never know if he's smiling.
Nothing.
He just look at you you know what I'm saying about Coach Gator back when I was high school. But it was a mimic of it. I'm like, I ain't never do nothing to you. I never talk bad. I know who you are to some degree. But it's what? I'm genuine. Don't.
What's up?
You scaring me.
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah,
how are you? But partway.
So wait, hold on. Who's Ken Shields for those that don't know? Who's Ken Shields?
Holy. Nash actually shouted him out on his retirement speech.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Man, this dude is. I call him the wizard, bro.
Yeah.
Super precise. Everything from a jab step to your shot, your fingers to your wrist. Yeah. And that's how I became a really great shooter. Just listening to him and picking his brain on certain things, it was just like he knew what I was trying to get to, and he helped me get there. And like as far as like, yo, you need to shoot, you need to work on your ball handling, you need to see the floor more. You know how to like generate and find different schemes.
He'll break your shit down.
He'll break it, and that's that part of being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And being comfortable with it is like, yo, bro, we ain't going to the gym and working on what I know you can do. No, we about to work on this because I know you're not consistent. You can't do it, and you're not consistent. Yeah. So let's work on it, and we're gonna double back, and we're gonna work it, and we're gonna combine it all together. So
Ken's crazy. So Ken and Kathy have like, I don't know, like 12 or 13 championships between them.
Something crazy. They set the record. Carlton just beat it though.
Who beat it? Carlton?
Yeah, they just broke it. But yeah.
So Ken and Kathy are like Canadian legends in the basketball scene. They're like Ken and Kathy Shields Court. Like they got courts named after them. Ken's got books out. Coach Steve Nash. Canada basketball, everything. Like if there's a godfather or one of the godfathers of Canadian basketball, like Ken Shields is 100%
for sure.
You Vic through and through. So Ken Shields is the man.
Yeah, he is
literally.
And the crazy thing is, I was on the phone with him yesterday.
Yeah,
I was on the phone yesterday.
You guys are so tight. It's
just
crazy.
Cool. Like.
So when I first came back, we did a little tour. When I first came back and worked out with Terrell, and he's like, "Oh, I'll get Ken there as well, and we'll work out. We'll work us out." And who else was there? Matt Newfield. Yeah, shout out Matt playing at UC Davis.
I think it is Davis.
UC Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so he comes back, and I'm like, "How the hell does Terrell know Ken?" Yeah. And like he's like, "Oh, no, like that's my guy, it's my partner, all that stuff." I'm like, "What? Like Ken and Terrell? Like."
How did the two mix?
Like, how did that? Anyway, so sorry, my bad. So Ken's looking at you.
Yeah. So I met him like at the game, and you guys came up to me, shook my hand. And I'm like, this is the first time you actually like shook my hand. And my sister at the time, Spencer McKay, Spencer was like, yo, talk to him. And I'm like, man, nah, man, he like.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was like, he like super standoffish. I'm like, dog. And I'm like, I think people feel that about me. It's like, am I approachable? And I'm like, I'm super. If you say what up to me, I'll say what's cracking with it. You feel me? But he gave me his number. He's like, yo, man, just text him if you into that generation. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna shoot him a text because I don't really know. And then like 5 minutes respond. He's like, yo, come to the gym on Sunday after y'all back from. I think we was trying from somewhere. He's like, yo, come, we gonna work out first thing.
Bam.
And I was like, that's when it hit the ground running. He was like.
Just like
and
that.
And he just picked me, but before he even like we didn't even hit the gym though. I came suited and booted, you know what I mean, workout gear. And he just sat me down and was just talking. He was like, yo man, this is me, this is him. And we just had like a cold, like heart to heart with each other, just like, hey man, I see what you're trying to do. Like, and I know what your goal is. School ain't really your forte, or what, not say your forte, but it's not your focus right now. Like, you want to get to the pro. This is always what you wanted. And he saw that. And I like someone to actually communicate that with me and see it was like eye open. I'm like, yo, this is, and I was like, what do you think you need to work on your game? It's like, man, I think I need to just develop all over. I need to learn how to pass, see the floor. I need to work on my ball handling. I need to shoot more. I need to become like lights out. Yeah. Where every time I shoot that thing, it's going like courage stats.
Yeah.
And yeah, it pivoted from my second year on to my third year. I shot 50%?
Crazy.
From the three?
Yeah, crazy.
56 from the field that my last year, all Canadian, 18 a game, BC Player of the Year.
Yeah.
All that. First team all conference. Like, took my team to 2 nationals. We placed second in both conference championships. Yeah. That's all work from just honestly Ken and Bruce Gator.
Yeah, man.
Every year it was like, when I'm in Vegas, I'm with Bruce. When I was in Canada, I'm with Ken, and it was just like that double back. Yeah,
it's pretty crazy, man. Those are some good coaches, man. It's hard to. I mean, you got to put in the work there, but damn, that's an alley oop right there. That's
an oop, bro.
Ooh, so your story, like, I mean, that's all cool. That's kind of like, yeah, you worked for that, and you got your results, and that was a grind. And Victoria was something else.
Yeah.
But your story like really starts after that.
Yeah.
Like your story really actually, when I think of like who Terrell is, what Terrell is, and how he's crafted his shape, his life.
Yeah.
It's like after that moment, I feel like you were defined past that success.
Yeah.
Like literally from all Canadian, BC Player of the Year, all the accolades, blah 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 blah, and then it was like, okay, now what? And you're like looking at past you, Vic, straight in the face, and I'm like, shit, what's he gonna do? Like, I'm like, so what are you thinking at that time? Like, you graduate, or you finish.
I finished.
You finish. Yeah. You finish your last season of eligibility. Mm-hmm. What the fuck now? Because every player that actually has game finishes at that point and looks himself in the mirror like, okay, what now? Because I've been playing ball my whole life and having success with it my whole life.
Fact.
But now it's a completely different game.
Yeah, it's a different.
Like that's the last time like basketball is pure, because it's school. That's the last time basketball is pure. Yeah. And then from there, now it's a business. Yeah. So you graduate or you finish up. What's going on in your mind?
I ended up not getting picked up. Simple as that. Yeah. I signed with an agent. And I signed with a guy who kind of had a big roster, and I didn't really know the game besides, hey, make him work for you, and so be on his ass. That's what all the vet guys told me that was around, like Spencer McKay, Ken Shields, guys that I really have a big base of guys that really like, or like a former pro that like gave me game on it. It was just I kind of came through coaches and all right, man, I'm emailing them, texting them every day like, hey man, what's the deal, like.
Who you talking to? What's going on?
Who you talking to? Like, hey, man, I just want to start. And I told him, like, man, I don't really want to go big. I know that I had considerably because they kind of downgrade whatever basketball, whatever what. Like, I'm like, man, listen, I can hoop. You put me anywhere, I could have went Division I. I could have did the same shit to me in Canada that I did anywhere in the States. So, whatever. But I ended up not getting picked up, bro. Yeah. Like, straight up. Everybody that was on that all-Canadian list, bro, all signed. Tough. And I was the fifth guy that was just, like, the odd one out. I was just like, and my percentage is better than half these guys. If not, my stature is, like, everything about me already stood out. I was just like, man, why am I, like, not getting picked up? And I was like, and I don't want to say it was the agent fault, but it was just like, man, I just didn't know. And I ended up being like last one out, and I just ended up firing my agent. I'm like, yo, bro. By the time the period was done, I was done. I was like, bro. And then now I'm in Vegas stuck.
What now? Yeah.
What now? Yeah. And I'm just in Vegas, just training every day, bro. I probably got like, no bullshit, maybe like $100 to my name. That's it. $100 to my name. Tough. And I'm out here, using my pop's whip, going to the gym. Going to the next gym for a workout, then going up to Cheyenne for another workout, like 3 days, just like punishing myself, like, man, I really want this. And shout out to my boy Dave, bro. Dave. Ayo. Ayo was like one day I was at one of the gyms when it was just actually started playing basketball. This my first basket.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, this is the gym I was at, Doolittle. That's like a staple in Vegas. If you ever go to Vegas, go to Doolittle. You'll know that's like the heart of the hood where I'm from. Like it's solid. Like number of genuine people there though. Ain't nothing bad. I was at Doolittle though, and Ayo hit me. He was like, "Yo, bro, what you doing?" And then sent another message, "Call me." And I'm like, man,
whatever,
man. I'm just gonna call him. And he just like cussed me out, like tough love. It's like, man, what the fuck are you doing, bro? I'm like, what you mean? I'm in the gym. Like, what else I'm supposed to be doing? Like, he's like, no, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing in Vegas? I'm like, man, where I'm supposed to go? Like, where else? I know, I'm supposed to be in Europe. Everybody know this. Like, if you follow me from up to the end, then you'll know. Like, I literally deserve and earn this shit. I deserve this shit and I earned this shit. Yeah. And it's like, and I'm really sitting there, like, man, I said, hey, I don't got time for this fucking tough love shit. I'm about to go from this workout to a next workout. I'll hit you after my next workout. So I hit him like 3 hours later, and he's like, yo, bro, this is what I'm about to do for you. I'm going to fly you out, back to Canada. You're going to go back to school, you're going to get a job, and you're going to go see people. You're going to make a plan where you're going to go to Europe in the summer to go get seen. And I'm like, how you going to tell me what to do? Like, who you, my daddy or something, bro? It's like, no, bro, like,
crazy.
And I don't got an older brother. Like, the only older brother I got to me is my cousins. One, late past, Buffy, who just passed away last year. That was like my big brother to me. Yeah, and it was like the same type of tough love. Yeah, like tough love. But he was like, nah, bro, I'm doing it because I know what you want and no way you're going to get seen apart from anybody else, because This is a game of mules. Like, what mule you think is going to, like, or the horse race.
That's what it is.
Not even like a mule. I think that kind of like a little bit too gruesome, but like the horses.
Yeah.
Like, what horse you going to bet on?
Yeah.
Now, you going to see these guys through a lens or through the whatever flat screen TV, like this, whatever, that you got at your house. It's like, oh, he fired out the Dick Vitale on the thing. Oh, my God, yeah, dude. But it's like, what makes you different from that kid who getting all the hype in pubs? Like, yo, you got to be seen. And they ain't gonna really see, like, hey, actually, if you had Dick Vitale, he'd be on, you be on too. But he actually told me that. He's like, yo, bro, long story less short, he flew me out, like, the next day.
Damn.
No, not the next day, 2 days. So I packed my shit up, took my backpack, took a duffel. A duffel in a suitcase. Flew to a date, flew back to Victoria, got a job at UVic. They hired me around the spot. It's like, oh yeah, Terrell, definitely you be working at the gym, event staff, cool. So it was like, cool. And then like you going back to school, I registered for classes, and I'm staying at a date spot. Him and his wife now.
No.
Yeah, I'm staying at in a 2-bedroom. So I got 1 bedroom. So I'm kicking it though. So I'm like, yeah, I'm paying rent, whatever. But I'm ultimately grinding to what I'm doing. So I'm like saving this much money. Damn. He gave me like a subsidized rate on rent. He's like, yo, bro, if you fuck up, I'm giving you a rate, so make sure this money is going to this investment. Like, invest in yourself and get on. And then, and I got on.
Damn.
So I got into got in contact with an agent through a mutual friend, and he was doing a tour out in France and Italy. It was one tryout, and then there was another summer league in Italy. It's called the All-In Sport. And I just demolished out there. Like, again, here we go. Here we go. Like, you see it though. Yeah. Most people don't see it because I ain't with the flex up game, and like it feel like I'm like what the kids say, clout chasing. It's like, no, man, I'm really like thorough on this. But yeah, same thing. MVP led the way, flawlessly. But when that whole time when I was but the best part about that is what I tell people that's like pursuing it, even myself, is that like, hey, if you're gonna take this risk of flying over there, be proactive. Like, tell these coaches, like, email them, like, hey, I'm about to be here on this such and such date. See, I didn't have people that gave me game like that. Like, I had to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to like learn it.
You had to fuck up.
I had to learn. I had to fail and like really like to learn from my mistake. It's like, all right, if ain't nobody gonna be my hype man or somebody's on that side that speak their language, my fault, that speak that language, who is, rather than myself. It's like, all right, yo, I'm sincere to this. Here we go. I'm pulling up on your turf again. I'm going across the Atlantic. Yeah. I'm pulling up on my dom.
Yeah. That's what people don't get. That's not like all expense paid trip.
No,
that's like,
this is on every dollar count.
Yeah.
And here we go, back to the funny money. It ain't that strong.
It's really not.
It ain't that strong.
It's really not. That's 70 cents on the dollar
right there. Yeah, so you get that.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm pulling up, and then so one of the coaches actually, or GMs at the time, from Overwork, I actually reached out to them, was like, hey, and through Ken and Austria. Austria, first division.
Yeah.
I was like, hey man, I kind of gnashed to them, you know what I mean? We connected. Maybe like a month or two back when I was like, officially booked the trip, told the dude like my plane ticket, my itinerary, all this. Like, hey man, this is what I'm about. And we went back and forth on like WhatsApp. And I'm like, and the conversation kind of like deaded with like a month before I got out there. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? I'm like hitting him like, hey man, I'm about to be there. I'm excited to come out to Europe. Yeah. I ain't never been to Europe. Let alone I never been to Canada before either. Like until I came. Yeah. And so we went to France. I was like, all right, first game out there, had 18. So I'm like, all right, this is what they got offered. It's like, this is like maybe third division, fourth division in France. I'm like, all right, 18. I'm like, all right, this. Yeah. If I keep going the way I'm going and I stay with this mentality, I'm straight. I'm keep going. And so we got to the summer league in Italy, like I said. I did that, and we just had won, I think, our second night of games. And he was in the crowd. And I didn't know it. Like, they all coming to me. And like, he didn't come to me. And like, he just like in the stands as a spectator and a scout. And I get a text message like around like 11 o'clock at night. I already showered, I had pizza, pasta, whatever. Like, he hit me, was like, great game. Meet you in the lobby at 9 in the morning. And I'm looking, I'm like, what? On my WhatsApp, I'm like, what? This is like for real? Like, this must be wrong with the Wi-Fi. So I'm refreshing it. And I'm like, no, this Andy. I'm like, I'm geeked. I'm off. I'm hyped. So yeah. And so I woke up in the morning. He told me situation.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. And he was like, yo, man, like, if everything goes in order, how it go, where we can sign you, we're gonna sign you.
Damn.
So I got back. We won championship, won MVP.
Yeah.
What else you want me to ask? Like,
Yeah.
what else? I'm like, I'm here now. It's
Yeah.
like I done reinvented myself. Like, I
As
say
a player.
reinvented myself, but it's just like, here again.
Yeah.
I'm showing y'all.
Well, the
improvement.
game's different. The game's different in Europe, and that's I know you worked with that with Ken back in Victoria. So you kind of did reinvent yourself a little bit.
Just like everything, passing, playing D.
Yeah.
And that's one of my strong things is playing defense. It's like I can actually play both sides of the ball.
Yeah. And see, Americans over there don't like a lot of Americans that go over there don't play D.
Don't play D.
They don't
and
play
that,
any
like
D.
that's nothing to, like no
Hey,
flex.
bro. Hey, that's not.
It's just like when I'm over there, bro. It's like I'm going hard on both sides of the ball.
Yep.
And ultimately, I'm going to win.
Yep.
And I want to win.
Yep.
And that's how it's gonna happen.
100%.
No plan A or plan B. This is it.
Yeah.
So and a week later, I'm like, hey man, we ready to sign you. And I'm like, he sent the email, went back and forth, and Ken was helping me side by side with this.
No
and
way.
it was Coach Gator's like, yo man, make sure you like insured and all that stuff like that. Make sure you don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Get bonuses and stuff like that. And then boom, I signed. And then you know about the video in Vegas.
So wait, so you go over there, you do a summer circuit, a couple little all-star, blah 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 blah. You fly back over here, you're like, all right, I got a deal. Or you think you got a deal, or you like, I got a deal.
I got a deal. When they sent it to me, it was like straight up. This is your wage. This is your salary. This is your spot. You got a whip. Like, you cool. Like, everything is straight. Like, what else do you want? And it's like, yo, we offer you this much. You can negotiate, but we like
this is what it is.
Don't try to like, yo, you. And it was straightforward. It was like, it was honest shit. And I respect Andy.
Yeah.
Like, a lot for taking a gamble on me. Not a coach, a GM that took a chance on me. Because people don't understand that, like, in a GM, and it's different between a GM and a coach.
Especially in Europe.
No, all over.
Yeah.
Like, you can see I don't really know nobody. I'm just looking from a bird's eye view, outside the box. But look at the whole thing with, the GM and the coach of the Raptors.
Yep.
I don't want to be on the Raptors thing and nothing like that.
Yeah.
But just like how, like, that whole departure with, like, DeMar DeRozan and Kawhi Leonard.
Dwayne.
It's like, this is a business.
Yep.
And as a GM, you the one that's making these calls. And it's like, for that man, Andy, to take a gamble on me and be like, hey, man, I want to sign this kid. And I was like, super, super duper dope. And I was like, yeah. And so my family was like, yo, here you go. All the hard work paid off. All the sacrifices, missing, my nieces and nephews getting born. Like, missing birthdays, missing weddings,
everything.
Like, everything.
Missing life.
Graduations, mom.
Yeah.
Like, everything. Even, like, certain funerals sometimes I missed.
Yeah.
It all came back and like, hey, this is what it was for. This is what all the shit was for.
Yeah, crazy
to
moment.
create a moment where, like, hey, not just I accomplished it, we all accomplished this thing.
Yeah.
And that was the most simplest, like, that was the most gracious thing for me. My granny was, my granny was super happy, because I know my grandpa was looking down on that one. That was super dope. And that was just big, man. We celebrated, had bomb food, had a few drinks, I'm older, but, just like having a good family time, what I mean? Just being human, not too big of a celebrity to be like, oh, no, I'm on this type of, no, man, I'm human. Yeah. Let me live a little bit. Just like
let me celebrate.
Let me celebrate with my family, my folks. It ain't like I'm out here throwing ones at some other spot. Like, no, I'm out here really like.
Yeah, with the people that brought you up.
Yeah, and it's all family. So that was really dope, man.
That's crazy, but people don't understand that the European game is like different. The European game is different, and from a business side as well as from a playing side. And like, people also don't understand how cutthroat it is as a pro. Like, I remember talking to you and texting you, be like, yo, we're good. We won 4 straight. We won 10 straight. We're good. Everything on. And then getting the text like, yo, we lost 3 straight.
Bro.
And I'm like, you just won 10 straight. What are you talking about?
Bro,
he's like, no, well, we just lost 10 straight. Like, the other American just got let go. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What's that like being over there and being in that cutthroat situation?
Man, it's when you over there, man, and you playing first division. Well, not even just say first division. Like first division is a thing though. It's like it's like Euro Cup. It's like Euro Basket, Euro League. Like everybody else see. And you like typically you're the NBA of that
Europe.
of that country and Europe and whatever the city you in or town. Yeah. Like you are
the Golden State Warriors.
You are the Golden State. For whatever you can be
whatever.
from. Whatever, I don't even want to butch no city or nothing like that, but whatever that city name is, you are the Milwaukee Bucks of that. Yeah. You feel me? Like you are Giannis and you're Eric Bledsoe. You are Middleton. You feel me? Like that's what it is. And so you're a celebrity and all eyes on you. Like fans look up to you. Yeah. People. It's everybody.
When you win and when you lose.
When you win and you lose. So but like you say, that word it's all a business, bro. And at 24, I didn't get that. Like I was just like, I'm here, I'm grinding, this is my focus. And I like, it's the difference between hearing advice from people when like people want me like, man, when you win, just stay grounded, just stay focused, like just embrace it, but just stay focused. But it's different between when people tell you that and you actually being in that moment. Yeah. And I learned that the hard way. Yeah. Cause
you heard that, like, stay focused.
I'm like,
don't get too high,
you know me,
low.
I kind of like was like,
I'm good.
I'm doing
I'm
this.
Here.
Like I've been here. Like, I know about focus and discipline. I'm here. Yeah. But little did I know, this it's a whole nother beast. Like, and you gotta be, and just as much as that a beast, you gotta be a even bigger beast at it. Like, you gotta really like, stay on. Yeah. And if you don't, it's gonna deflate you, bro. Yeah. And I learned that the hard way because here again, I'm loving life, my family on. I'm in the best tip-top shape. I'm shooting. I'm progressing every day, working on my game. I already know what I'm playing. I'm playing the 3. Yeah. So I'm just like, hey, catch, play D, and make big plays. And preseason start, I'm averaging 14.7, 15 points a game. So I'm like, here we go again. I'm like, man, this first division. Yeah. We playing a team in Hungary. We playing another team in Bosnia. We playing a couple local games or whatever against a couple teams that's like in the same league. And I'm averaging 15. Yeah. I'm like, we in the game.
Like, I'm here. That's got to be a big moment because you're like, I'm actually here now, and I'm actually putting up numbers.
And my confidence was so high. Well, I was like, and I was in the groove. I was like in it, but like as that went up. So did the fan shit coming. It's just like, and I kind of like got this way. You know what I mean? Like, and that's real talk, and I can admit that. Yeah. And it took me many years to like really like. Now where I'm at, it's like, yo, I really did. I did fuck up. Yeah. I did drop the ball. I did. You know what I mean? And it took a lot of like soul searching to be like, what the fuck happened? And that's what I got comfortable. I'm like, I got this shit in the bag.
Yeah, this is what I do. Yeah,
because it's like, okay, you remember the text is like, yo, bro, you on? We in the picture throwing up five in a row. We got 5-1, 7-1. That's the first round of games, right? Yeah. But as I went, like my foot was off the gas and being comfortable. Yeah. So did my performance. Yeah. Not to say I was like, I was doing the minimum, but I wasn't doing the maximum.
Which when you need, when you're an import, that's what you need to be doing the maximum.
To the max. Yeah. And I was doing the minimum, so it's like, all right, man, I'm gonna hit these waves. I'm not doing the extra set. Like, I'm just like, I'm gonna do it. I'm on. Yeah. I'm averaging 15 points a game. Like, I got this, and I got cocky, and that's
tough.
It's tough because you got this stat, you got the fans, you got the following. And it's just like, you a star in your mind? Like, I'm a star in my mind? Like, who could tell me something? Like, I'm here.
And other people telling you the same thing.
Yeah, and like you say, like, out of my whole journey, it's like, I was never, you know, I came from nothing. Now I made something, it's like, this something is mine. Like, I'm cool.
Because you worked 10 years for it.
All my life for it. So it's like, when we was on that street, you know, 10-1, my foot came off the gas. But just how shit could be, you know, on the other side of the coin, that's what happened. Yeah. We started losing. Yeah. 2 in a row. It's like, we scratching, everybody looking at each other like, we come from just losing. Like, what the fuck? Like, how we losing? Like, and we just look at each other, then we go 3 in a row. Then GM go crazy. Andy get in there throwing chairs, throwing trash cans. We in the meeting.
The GM?
The GM. Bro, in film, bro. I never seen some shit like that in my life. I was just like, wow, this is like, I thought he about to like kill one of us. Like, we should be fucking winning. We're the fucking best team in the league. He's like going crazy. And I'm like, man, then we win one. Then we lose another 2. Then like 5. We 1-5. And then everybody's like, man, who fucking up? Like, oh. And it's like, mind you, my stat that went down from the preseason. Now I'm averaging like 8. I'm like, ooh, jeez. And then so we won another one, and then we ended up losing like 6 of the last 8 games. So it was like 2-8. And then, bro, I'll never forget, bro. I was cut on my 25th birthday. I just turned 25, bro, on the date, December 11th. I was cut on my birthday. And, bro, when I say it's a business and it's not personal, it is a business. That, bro, that was probably the hardest shit I ever, like, it took me years, bro. I mean, years. Fuck. To, like, really, that fucked me up.
Yeah.
Like psychologically, bro, I was, like, done. I was, like, finished. Like, I never failed in my life. I never been cut in my life. Yeah. I did both in one, one boom, in one swoop. Yeah. And it was just like, bro, it was a gut. It was like another gut check.
Gut check.
Yeah, it was a real moment.
Bro, so that's crazy. So from 25 to like 27.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of hits there.
Yeah.
Took some L's.
But yeah, but like I said, it's going, like, I don't really like want to recite, our boy, dude I grew up listening to a lot, but Nipsey, this shit gonna test you. Yeah. It's really gonna test you, like how much you willing to endure on this, like, to taking this. Because if you truly believe in it, bro, you're gonna stay with it, no matter what. But yeah, that being cut on my 25th birthday, bro, like, from getting all the calls back at home, bro, and it's a 9-hour difference, right? So I got cut at like noon. Everybody stayed up at like 12 to like wish me happy birthday. It's 12 o'clock Vegas time, West Coast time. Woo. Everybody like, yeah, bro. Yeah. Turn up, keep balling, bro. Woo. All this, I'm like, yeah, all my family, right? They're like, yo, keep thugging it. I'm like, yo, bro, all right, stay, like chill, bro. But yeah, that shit was like, when I got cut, bro, they came in the office like, bro, and it was hard because it came from the dude that actually signed me. Yeah. And the GM. Yeah. And that what broke me. And it was just like, cause I felt I took it cause I never like, took failure in my life. So I didn't know how to like
take it.
So I took it, the total, I would say, it was like, yo, it was a big like, fuck y'all type. Yeah. And I would have that mentality. It was just like, you motherfucker, y'all wrong for this. Woo, woo, y'all did this shit on my birthday. Not to say I said it like out loud, but like,
that's how you
my
felt.
Mannerism was just like, yo, fuck y'all. Y'all couldn't wait like the day before or after.
Anything.
You know what I mean? It was just on my birthday, but it was just like, hey. And that really burned some bridges because people, and it was like, oh, he's still a kid. Yeah. He's just a young boy. Yeah. Like, he don't know how to take this shit. Yeah. Like, this is a business. He don't understand that. Yeah. He just he a kid. And I was like, and so, yeah, they brought another American in, and boom, it was that. And then here I was back in Victoria, like chilling. Like, I was spending Christmas in Victoria. I think I was in Victoria for Christmas. Yeah, I think I was in Victoria for Christmas, just kicking it back with AO and them, kicking with the partners. But I couldn't look at nobody in the auto. Yeah. Because truth be told, I did fuck off. Yeah. I was seen in the club a little bit. I was like drinking and taking this shit like it was like a cakewalk. I didn't take this shit serious as much. My foot was a little bit off the gas. And I wasn't doing the max like I should have been. And that's the reality of it. Cause it's like when you in the pros, bro, yeah, you made it, but the real work really start, and you gotta like stay on it. Cause if you're not, bro, you're gonna be out. Yeah. You expendable.
There's 100 people trying to take your spot. There's 1,000 people trying to take your spot.
And here I am. Yeah, like, oh yeah, I'm with yeah, I'm with the shit. No,
Yeah,
bro.
nah, it's
it
not
ain't.
like that.
It ain't. You ain't no different, bro. You just got the opportunity. It'd be like you say, it's 100 people that want to be in your spot.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, still, man, like past that, you still got back, signed another contract.
No, it wouldn't even happen like that. That's just like, man, that's just putting some good energy in the universe and still knowing that I'm being for real, bro. Because truth be told, I took that deal for the simple fact I wanted to finish out, but the real deep set in me was just like, it was a big, like, I still had that FU type mentality.
Damn, man.
And that wasn't to like anybody else but except that club. You know what I mean? Who cut me. It's like, y'all wrong. Like, I'm better than I'm this. I'm this, I'm that. It's just like, but I went out there in Italy and actually did that. And I did it for all the wrong reasons, because I was like, I'm trying to prove a point. And it deteriorated me and my pureness in the game. So I really lost myself at the end of it, because it was like, oh, they make it to the championship, we gonna make it to the championship. So I'm balling hard to make it, but it's like, yeah, I got a goal, but it's like, it's for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't love the game at that point. I'm doing it to like
feed your ego.
Yeah, feed it. And I'm like, what am I proving in today? Like, I'm still a kid. Like,
you're proving yourself wrong.
You take my He-Man, all right, all right, cool. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna buy another He-Man. It's gonna be just as good as the next. No, it ain't that.
Yeah,
this is real life. Like that.
Yeah,
that deteriorated me and my love for the game. Like, and it's what I've grown to know. And that's truth be told, bro. I swear to God, like that really ate me. Because when I was in Italy, I averaged 20. In the end of this, like, I was in the gym faithfully maximum. I didn't do nothing. I didn't socialize with nobody.
Yeah, you were just there.
I was just there. Like, it was my teammates, cool. And I was always cool with my teammates. Like, always, it was number of good guys. Like, you know what I mean? Love those guys still to death. Because it was like, hey, here I am. Yeah, I'm at a lower division. I'm in third division in Italy. But it's like, I still got a chance to, like, right my wrong a bit. But also prove to everybody, like, all right, I can bounce back. But I did all that, but it was for the wrong reason. And it like I say, it crushed who I was. Because then when I got done, it was like, I'm done. I was already mentally exhausted myself. It's like, I was still hurt. Excuse me. I was still hurt. I was still scarred. I was still all of this, and I still couldn't get it out. And I'm like, yo, bro, I need to step away, because I was like, this too much. Like, I didn't love the game no more, because I was like, damn, I got caught, took failure. I felt my family, I felt Ken, I felt Bruce, I felt my family, I felt my partners. You know, everybody that was cheering me on, fans and everything, I failed y'all. Even you, like, keep it real. You texting me and shit, like, I'm like, I failed everybody, bro. That was like the whole world sitting on my shoulders. And like, I just was like on bare knees, just like, fuck. So yeah, that's the cruel reality. So I tell people all the time, bro, don't get comfortable. Get uncomfortable. Like, stay on your shit. Don't ever get comfortable in this game, because, like, for real, you in basketball, you can be up by 20 and
lose the game. Oh, you can be up 3-1 and lose.
Look at Portland.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
And that's what champions do, is they close out games, right?
Yeah. I mean, I just show people that, hey, this is the endurance.
And you can see it. It's really obvious once you've been through it and you've seen it. Like, that's why you knew Milwaukee wasn't going to come back, because that's not championship pedigree, right?
Yeah.
And that's built over years and experience.
Facts.
You know, it's funny because you get to a certain point in life, or just in any situation when you've been going for something for a long time, when you're like, okay, I've achieved it. Like, whatever, like it. You know what I'm saying? It.
Yeah,
whatever it is. And then you start foot off the gas. And then if you get knocked down from that and you try to get back, or even if you haven't hit it yet, if you really get to a point of like self-actualization and like, oh, okay, no, I'm doing it. I'm tangibly doing it. Like, I'm taking the actions every day. I'm doing it, whatever it is. But getting to your point of like, oh, no, like, this is all backwards. Like, I'm pushing when I should be pulling, or I'm pulling when I should be pushing. Like, I'm being motivated completely. I have the wrong fire. Like, I lit some gas underneath me, and gas is cool, but gas is going to burn up quick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the right fuel source going forward for this. And like, now you have to go back, double back, and start at the start. And it's always funny because the start, you know, if this is like the hero's quest, the start for you is always like, you going back to Victoria. You're going back to Victoria, back to Victoria, back to Victoria, back to Victoria. And now it seems like you're at a point where you just kind of embraced it. where you're just kind of like, oh no, like this is my strong point.
Yeah.
This isn't my starting point. This is my strong point, right?
Right.
And now you're in a point where I feel like you have the leverage. So past that, past Italy, past Austria, past these European pro runs, then you're still getting back Canadian League, NAPB, just grinding back. Give me another shot. Give me another shot. Give me another shot. I feel like you're constantly, like you get these opportunities. You show up. You show and prove. You know, show and tell. You just show and prove.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've seen the games. I've seen the mixtapes. All that stuff. You can go out and watch it. What it is about these coaches or these GMs, where's the disconnect there? Because there's got to be a disconnect in some reason. You got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, there's a disconnect here from what I'm doing on the court and what the results are showing, whether that's the paychecks, whether that's the contracts or whatever. Because you've done, like you can just lay it down and say, I played pro, I've gone ahead, I've done it all. You know, I played on this level, played EuroLeague, all that stuff, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
There's got to be. You can just step back from that, but now you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, okay, what's the disconnect? What do you think the disconnect is?
I think, to be truthful, I never had, like, it's not really me. I just think I just need somebody, like we always say about this, like having somebody on that side that understand me as a person. It's like, hey, if you look at my story, bro, shit is pure and authentic. Ain't no spoofs, no gimmicks. Crazy. Like, this is what it is. Like, if you, bro, I made it out. Like, I made it out of Vegas and into a junior college. I got out of junior college. I made it out of Canada. I made it out of this, and I failed, and I still double backed and did it.
Yeah.
Took a year off.
Came back.
Yeah. And averaged damn near a dub.
Yeah. Yep.
What else? Like, it's like, yo, if anything, somebody shine some light on this and like on this player and be like, hey, give him a chance. Yeah. Cause that's all I ever wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like I said, I tell everybody, I come from nothing, bro. But how I stay positive in this, like I know I'm dope because I put in more hours than anybody in this. Yep. I done went through so many tears. I went through every emotion in this.
Yep. From
the cries to the blood, the sweat, and everything. Mm. The sacrifices in this. I don't think nobody's put in that type of effort as much as me. And I'm not saying like, hey, no big, no flex.
Yep.
I just know when I step on the court with you, you gonna feel it.
You gonna know.
And I'm not gonna say it. You just gonna feel it because when I win, you gonna be like, damn. Yeah. He really.
You'll know.
Like you'll like know. Yeah. He on his shit.
You'll know.
Like
you'll know.
And I just feel like I just never had that representation. Like on just finding somebody that get me. You know, the whole me and be like, hey, man, this is the dope dude.
Well, it's how you market, right?
It's how you market, and that's been my struggle with the thing. It's like I'll pull up, like I always do. Always. And just give me a chance.
Yeah. 100%, man. It's like that's it. We talk about it in business with companies. Like, it doesn't matter what the fundamentals of a company are. Like, if the story's not being told right, it's not gonna go.
It ain't gonna go.
It's not gonna go. And that's just the reality of humans. Like, we need stories. We need to attach ourselves to a story. That's why podcasts are so fucking powerful. Yeah. Is that you get a deeper look and you get to understand the story holistically. Yeah. So with you, it's like, well, yeah, you know, if you're a company, the revenue's coming in, like you see it, it's there, it's tangible, but people aren't looking at this or hearing this or seeing this in the way that they should. That's honestly, that's the motivation. Like, yeah, you're my guy, but that's the motivation for having you on. It's like, no. There's actually a story here. There's actually a story, and like you might see, you know, T for what he is. You might see T Black on IG and all this stuff, this personality. Like, no, hold on. Like, take a step back and look at this for what it really is. If we really look at it, because I've really been looking at it and really experienced it through the years, past the success in college. It's like, oh, this is what this is. This is a story here. Mm-hmm. This is a story that needs to be told in the right way. But ultimately, that's what's going to give you longevity in business, in coaching, in playing, and all that stuff. This is what's going to sustain over decades, because your body's only going to last so long. Fact. That's the only problem with being an athlete is your prime is only like 4 or 5 years. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's like, if you take that, your prime as an athlete, it's only this little 5%. Your prime as a businessman your prime could be 60. Yeah. Your prime could be 60. If you take care of your body, you take care of your mind.
Look at like Tom Brady, like BC.
100%. 100%. Yeah. You know, look at these guys that are making. Look at Magic Johnson. Mm-hmm. Look at Magic Johnson. Okay. His best years were after basketball. Yep. So I mean, there's that, and you know, there's even like there's people in business in general that like their work has paid off like far after they put it in. Like Nip was putting in groundwork since like 2004.
Yeah.
When did he hit his break? Like he got a freshman cover like, I don't know, 2011. He didn't hit his like success. People were like, oh, he came back, had his moment. No. He didn't hit his success till like 2015, 2016. And that was like, that's after 10 years of this stuff, 10 years of failures. That's, if I was you, I'd be fucking excited.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be fucking excited. You know, like, you know, just to bring the mood back, and that it's like, yeah, this is a story that's crazy. And there's a lot to learn from it, but like, yo, this position today, May, whatever, 2019 is a hell of a time to be in. Like, especially off of how you've built and how you pivoted and how your understanding of the game and the relationships you built, et cetera, et cetera. Like, this shit is all going to pay dividends now.
But that's not what you in, but I never, like, I look at Nip's story too, even like kind of like Hove's story. Like, I watch a lot of like podcasts and interviews and stuff like that. I study the game a lot, like not just from a basketball perspective, but just like me and the type of person I am. I never been on some like, you used to tell me all the time, keep it real, like behind closed doors, yo, talk your shit. Like, you used to tell me, and what I should say, man, no, I ain't with that shit, bro. I feel like I'm like, you know how they gonna get at me. They be like, yo, you out here cloud chasing, you out here depressed, you on some weak shit. Well, like, I used to say that to every time, bro. Every time, everyone, and not just you, all everybody that's close to me. Yo, talk your shit, bro. And I'm like, I never been the dude to be like, this is me. I always been like, I'm like, you know, extroverted, but introverted at the same time, because like, you really not gonna understand my story and what I come from. Like, in the end, it's like, damn, yeah, I am from this. I do come from this type of like section. And it's like, but I made it out. And I took off and I had a failure and I bounced back. And I still keep grinding. How could anybody relate to me at the end of the day? Yeah, you're going to be a fan of it, but it's like, really connect and get with me. But I felt like many people never really understood me. And like, oh, like, so you just get a job or this and that. It's like, yo, bro, that's not what I'm on. Like, I think when I exhaust all I got in this shit, when I really empty myself, like to the bare minimum, I'm bare bone in it, broke in it, $0 in both savings in my checking. That's when I'll be like, I think I even give it another go, and I'll give another go until I actually exhaust it. No, and I'm being real, because you know, like, I really am sincere, and it's all I ever wanted. No. It wasn't, I'm telling you, it's never for the fame or the money. It was never for no external like verification or validation. Yeah. This is just me. Yeah. This is who I am. Yeah, they call me T Black, whatever, cool. My family call me Chuck, cool. Most people call me Terrell, cool. Straight up. Like, but this is who I am. I'm just not gonna give up. I got it tattooed on me, straight up. Yeah. And it's just that's what I believe in. I want, and like I say, back to the point, I never just been the person to be like on some raw, this is me, because that felt like, I'm out here trying to flex and I'm out here clouding. No, but now that I got like, I created myself kind of a platform, I don't know how, you know, with the whole me getting back to the basketball, rightfully so, I never knew it would be like, it'll kind of give me a voice to kind of like share my stories, and that's shit. It brought me here for some reason. I must be doing something right. That's what it is. So, but it's also like, it just gives people like, hey, here's a dude that's still, I'm a coach. I did go back to finish my degree. Yeah, you know, congratulations. Thank you, bro. On fact. Shout out to my granny on that one. Fact. She pushed me hard on that. She's like, yo, finish school. Yeah. But now I got that. And I convocate my ceremony in 2 weeks? 2 weeks. Yeah, facts. And I'm still, so I'm a graduate, entrepreneur, CEO, and coach of my own program, youth program. Yeah. And I still am a professional. And pursuing this as a free agent. Yeah. What else could you ask for? Yeah, man, it's a great place to be. I think, honestly, bro, I'm a young guy. Facts. You know, so you would think that me and you actually the same age. The craziest thing. You would think that, but I try to embrace that and say that everything I say is a thesis. It's a hypothesis, because I haven't lived out 40 years. I don't know. I take information in, I vet where I get that information from. I try to process it, and I try to do the best of what I can with that. And one thing that I am standing very solid on, and why I'm even on this podcast and do this podcast or do anything in my life, is truth wins.
Like truth will win.
Yeah.
Like I solely believe that, and maybe that's naive, and truth might just lose in the short term.
Yeah.
But it will win in the long term, and that's what I'm playing for. I'm not playing for anything else. I'm playing for a championship. I don't care. There's 82 games. I don't care. Yeah. I'm playing for April, May, and June. That's it. So like, if that's what, if truth is gonna get me there, that's what I'm going with. And so, as much as I respect your decision throughout this whole process, and respect other people's decisions to, say, that's not me. I'm not gonna talk my shit. Da, 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 da. Like, okay, Terrell, but that's not you.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
But that's not you. Like, Terrell would talk his shit.
Yeah.
Like, because I know Terrell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know this person. I know this guy. Like, you're not being true to you. Be true to you.
Yeah,
whatever the fuck that is. Like, I try to stay true to me. Like, I'm a young, confident, ignorant guy. But I also, you know what I'm saying? I also want to sit down and have meaningful conversations and learn. Like, I understand I'm a dumb shit.
Yeah.
As much as I'm going to be confident say I can do anything, I understand I got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to win in the long term. So, like, as much as I see you, I talk your shit. Yeah, man, like, really talk your shit. And when I see you coaching, and when I see you doing the stuff with the grind now, and you created your own company, created your own hub, created your own platform, I see you coaching, I see these videos you're putting out, I'm like, there's Terrell talking his shit.
Yeah. Everyone called it out.
There it is.
It's
like I don't want to get too corny, but it's like a transformation in a way, like it's literally like, I just saw Terrell mature.
Yeah.
Like, that's truly what he is.
Yeah.
And, like, kids have a way of like
bringing it out. Yeah.
Anyway, so what's that been like now? So you're still pursuing as a free agent, still in the gym all the time.
Yeah.
I also noticed you're in here with the grind shirt on,
Of
nice
course,
little
man.
Nike tee.
Yeah,
like,
man,
I'm noticing you kind of got something going on here.
No flex, man.
Okay, well, I'm just saying,
We
like,
chilling, bro.
I'm
We
over
chilling.
here. I'm over here. Like, I don't know. I can't. You know.
What you mean you got the cap on?
I definitely
cap.
I definitely got the cap on. Got the Self-Hire limited edition, all that stuff. But this is no Nike, my man.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't get the Nike co-sign. So what's going on right now with the grind? What's going on with what you're creating in Victoria? Like, what does today look like for you?
Today, as we speak, I don't know what time it is, but I'm pretty sure my kids are having practice right now.
Yeah.
As I'm not there. We're competing, I think, in the next, couple weeks. We come out here to Vancouver in June and July playing the Drive Classic.
Yep.
And I forget, it's another one, I think it's like called the BC Showdown.
Yeah.
But ultimately it's what it is. Like, this game, I play AAU basketball, all my life, all through, and it's like, hey, I'm just giving back the right way.
So what age group is this?
U11.
U11.
We actually U10, the craziest thing, because I got 4th and 5th graders. So we actually U10. I just found that out today. Like, hey, you actually U10, bro. Like, why you put your kids in U11? I'm like, hey, man,
good.
that's
Play
all
up.
they got.
Play
But
up.
whatever.
Yeah.
We cool.
Yeah.
So we in tournaments, we play in U10 or whatever. But ultimately, it's just, hey, this is where I kind of picked up the game at. You know what I mean? I just want to help these kids, And basketball's a fast-growing sport. So it's like,
it's
hey,
huge.
I just want to help these kids that, who love this game, it got kind of a knack for us. Hey, you can learn a lot of great things out of it, have a great experience, and, get you to the point where you can get a scholarship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Onto that type of, platform. And me making the connections through this whole way from, junior college, out of high school, to the pros, university. This is what it's all here for. Because at the end of the day, it's like, what would I be, to take from a game that's blessed me to never really get back.
Never get back to it.
That, and hey, I'm not saying other people do that. I'm saying I see it a lot, and it ain't cool.
Yeah.
And it's like, you should really because if I know half of what I knew now when I was back in Austria, I would have
done that right.
We had to talk about this off the air. Like, when was times when you went left and you should have went right.
Yeah.
I should have just stayed right. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's those type of lessons that you learn the hard way that you teaching your kids that they're gonna fail, but it's like, it just be there as a, not as a dad or a mom, you know what I mean? Or a brother or sister, but just be a guy or a mentor. Be like, hey man, you gonna hit this corner, but just know when you go through it, I'm gonna be right there. Yeah. And that's all that's been happening to me in my whole life. So it's like, yeah. And so eventually this is gonna turn into something way big. Like I said, I'm playing for longevity. And then, you know, I never like mastered up to be big. This right now, I wanted to start small, create the ecosystem, create the culture. What my philosophy is, the grind. That's how I look at life. Is a grind.
Got it tatted.
Nipsey got it. Oh yeah,
Shit, son. They got you, bro.
Chill, man, right yeah, but that's just how I did it. And, you know, Nipsey called it. Nah, man, we make it to me. Nipsey rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace, bro.
Yeah.
References to him, but man, he called this the marathon. Like he called this company marathon, and that's how I look at it. Like, mine's a grind. The grind is actually a good thing. Don't think of it as like it's all sad and, you know, tears and shit. No, it's actually a great thing. You're going to go through your hunches, you're going to go through your lumps.
Yeah.
But just know, like, just stay, you know, hold on and just ride it.
Yeah.
Because in the end, you're going to go to a place where you not only win, lose, or draw, you happy with yourself because you know why you didn't give up. You didn't
100%.
quit. Because I don't respect quitters at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
That's just me. But yeah, just teaching these kids what it is. But ultimately, we got the low key, we got the Nike deal.
Yeah.
That was still like, that was a whole just being at the right place, the right time. We can talk about that off air though.
Yeah, I got
but
you.
yeah, and I want to be able to take these kids, you know, do camps and stuff like that, which we got one coming in, I think at the end of August.
Yeah.
I get back and, you know, do like a 2-week or a 2-day clinic. But take the kids next summer out to Vegas, you know, for a couple tournaments. Yeah. And it's a whole little travel thing. And it's all going to start there because Victoria, like, it's a nice little hub to start something big. You know, Vancouver's big. You know, other places are big. But it feel like, at the end of this, it don't think like, for everybody to think like, I love Victoria. But we talked off air on this too. Like, this is a big, yeah, it's a big thing that's going to get back to all the communities I ever been to. Yeah. So from here to Canada,
it's bigger than one place.
It's bigger than one place.
Yeah.
So, and I'm always gonna get back to my community where it all started, which is Vegas, for sure.
For sure, man. It's all like, again, it's part of the process, part of the grind, et cetera, et cetera. So be honest with me here. Be honest with me here, bro. Like,
whenever I haven't.
Nah. Relax.
Yeah.
Be honest with me here. How much did Nip's passing and Nip's legacy and message inspire you to go down this route?
As far as like the beginning of basketball?
As far as the grind, as far as what you're trying to create and build. You know, like this whole business venture is a new thing.
Yeah. Well, you're only going to play for this amount of years, right? Until you got to hang on your boots. And then it's like, what you going to do after that? And everybody say that, though. And I was like, and I told like the young kids, especially in Vegas, I got a little young cousin, 18, he got all the accolades out of high school. Much better than what I was in high school. But I'm like, hey, man, like, I know your juke. This is where you're going with it. But it's going to get to a time where you got to, like, start thinking, you got to get that paper. Yeah. And just make sure, at the end of the day, you still go. So whatever happened, just make sure you got something in your heart that's going to be beside basketball. I don't care what it is. But yeah, Nipsey kind of inspired, like he inspired that. But in the end of all that though, it wasn't even. It was way before that. It's just something that I was like, man, you know what? This game blessed me so much. It was way when I was back in like junior college. Like when I came, like I really want to go into like coaching, and mentoring, and like help kids because it's like, hey, it only helped me. I made it out. Yeah. Well, coming from where I come from, bro. Not many people know. Everyone wants to just see the lights and, you know, strip and and the clubs.
What's Vegas like?
Yeah, it's a whole nother side of that. It's a whole nother side, man. Yeah. It's real deep.
And I mean, I heard that, but then it got real when your cousin passed.
Yeah, and that was when people was like,
oh, he's really from this.
He's really from this, and it was just like, and that hurt. That hit me hard too. Mm-hmm. And I was at a critical point too, cause I was what was that a month after I was sleeping on what?
Oh my God!
Your futon.
I almost forgot, bro.
Yeah,
oh my God! Yes, that's crazy.
But to answer your question though, no, it's something that I always wanted to do was to get back. But yeah, Nipsey played a whole lot of that because he like through his music, man, he gave everybody inspiration.
100%.
And I was listening to him since I was like in 9th, 10th grade, bro. Like me and my partners.
Crazy.
It's just crazy how the genre of music, like between like the years, it just be like. When I was growing up, it was the West Coast, so it was like pop, Snoop, NWA, and soul music, blues, jazz, all that. Then I got to middle school, it was like the East, like Jay-Z, Mobb Deep, Nas, who else? A little bit of Dipset, like and they transferred the whole thing. And then like when high school hit, it was all nip. It was like nip.
Oh, damn, crazy.
Facts. And because I was like a dude that spoke our language. Like, that was actually, even though it was in LA, that was actually playing part from where I was from.
Yeah.
And like, and none of people like know about that. It's not glamorized and it's not something that should be. But you put a light on it, it's gonna be like, wow, it's just like this is really happening. So, but no, it's something I always wanted to get back because me making it out of Vegas and continue to get back and inspire kids from all over the world. It's only right to, bro.
It is, man. It really is, and you got the story to back it. Like I said, you've gained the leverage to do it through the experience and through everything you've been through throughout the, making it, getting cut, making it again, getting cut, making it again, getting cut. Shit, up and down, up and down, up and down. It's a roller coaster like crazy, and like, doing like literally whatever it takes. Like it doesn't matter. Like, oh, what? Vancouver got a pro team now? Hey, I got a homie Josh over there. Josh, what's up? I got to try out. Yo, can I crash on your couch for a couple of days? Ain't no problem. We got to try out. Heard about the team. Let's go there. Hey, Josh, made the team. Duh. Okay, cool. What's next?
Fact.
Like, hey, what's next? Oh, no, they're gonna set us up in a house and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, cool. Like they're doing it right. Okay, that's cool. Hey, Josh, got to the house. The house ain't right, man.
The house ain't right, bro. Facts. But those are the type of just like people. I don't really want to scare people away like about the pro thing because it's some stories. It's some real good stories. Like, but that, man, I'm gonna move off that one a little bit because I don't want to get like in those laws and like that. But no, it was, to keep it real, man. I was like, that was the first time me and you actually like we got to understand each other on a way like
deeper,
like,
whatever.
Yo, I fuck with you as
this
a
is
human
what it
type.
is.
Like this is what it is. Like we always, through passing, through a workout, what I mean? You come to Vegas State, whatever, like we meet up. It was the first time for a full month. We was like, I was on your futon, bro. Like,
that was a crazy time.
Like, man. We made, pad thai and
whatever,
stir fry, made the chicken up. Like,
go to practice, go get up shots, whatever
we get
up
in the morning.
Bam, bam, hit the gym, whatever it is.
Every day.
And then it becomes real. And then it becomes really real, and all that bullshit that goes on with teams and stuff like that, like when that shit's literally in your house, you're like, oh, like I get it. Like you get a text from some bullshit on some GM or from a coach or whatever. I'm like, oh, this is what it's like. Yeah. Like this is what it's actually like. So going through that whole process is crazy, but just having I was crazy because I was like, oh damn, I got an all Canadian like sleeping on my couch. Like I was like, yo, I look up to this guy my whole life. He's sleeping on my couch. It's crazy. Yeah. And so it was just like, oh. No, like never let a hard time humble you, man. Like that's all it was. It was just like, okay, this is what we got to do now. Oh, this is what we got to do.
Fact.
Okay, let's do it. Whatever it is. Period.
The funniest thing, only thing I remember the most, like I remember us watching. That was when that title. Title. I watched that like every day. That was like Miles.
It was like 3-4 times.
Yeah, fact, like a day.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing is like, I don't like people don't know. Like, I really don't sleep. Like
this man really doesn't sleep. So this man's
really
like he's like taking FaceTime calls at like 3 in the morning,
like
all types of different stuff.
Like back home,
like you like
kids calling me, like everybody just calling me and I'm
constantly.
Like, you like, yo, bro, you should have texted like, bro. With the emoji.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, man, my bad. I got the earbuds in. But like that was dope. And we wake up in the morning like, hey man, here banana, let's go.
Yeah,
let's go to the gym. Like, we're gonna hop on the Sky Train. I'm gonna go to the O. We're gonna go to work. We're gonna link up after this, get popping. Yeah. Even at the Donaire spot.
Oh yeah.
See, I do not forget, bro.
Shout out to the Donaire.
I don't. That's real shit. I remember it. Like I remember it vividly, bro.
I still don't know how to say shawarma.
It's just shawarma. Yeah, facts. I don't even know how to say it either. But
whatever though.
That was a real time, man. Like that was a real time because even though things didn't work out not on my behalf, that just on some I'm gonna just keep it at that.
Well, they kind of did work out for you. I mean,
but I ended up killing like I did, and I ended up going to play for the team in Vegas.
So Terrell went for a trial for this NAPB team in Vancouver, went out, made the team, managed to get himself traded back home to Vegas, ended up killing out there, averaged like 18, 19, 20 something,
like that,
et cetera, and made a full pro year out of the whole thing out of just like nothing. Like out of off the futon.
Yeah.
Like literally off the futon. So and playing with these guys on a super high level. So, like that, making it through that and just being like, yeah, you know what? If we gotta get it off the futon, let's get it off the futon.
Get it out anyway.
It's like, I want to go. Players are like, I want to go get shots up. There's no gyms open. Like, bro, there's a court right there down the street. See that?
Yeah,
like, it's got no like no net on it. That's a rim.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
What's wrong with you? You know, like, go get it. So that's why I like that you bringing the grind back into it, or bringing that whole mentality back into it. Just go get it. Period. Like, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, people don't care. Like, go get better, become the product, become the person that you want to be. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm done. Like, there's no nothing. If you can make it out of Vegas, if you make it off the futon, if you can make it back off $100 in your pocket, if you can make it back to Austria, make it back. Double up. You got a friend phone call. All of a sudden, you're back in Italy. It's just like, I'm sorry. What was that? Your finger hurts? Like, no. That's it. That's it. Period. Right. So, and that's why I wanted to have you on. I commend you for that, man. So, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, you know, Nip's been a huge inspiration. The marathon most definitely does continue. This is absolutely the start. Much to come for you. I'm just like, I just saw someone throw the alley-oop pass, and I'm just like, oh, there he goes. Here we go. You know, like, it's gear up time, you know, and you got some years in your body left too, man. Like, get back over there. Hop on that plane. I've been telling you for a while, man. Like, just go hit your. Listen, I know you got a business. I know you got opportunity here. I know. But just say fuck all that for just one more year. Just go. And I understand the play. I understand it's a long-term play. But like, you, it's a shame. I hate wasted potential.
No, yeah, that's
And players and people and anything, like, go and to the, like, zero, fumes, nothing. Like, yeah, you might, you know, some people worry when, you know, they see the E pop up on their car, like, I'm out of gas. Nah, you actually got 50 kilometers left in that. Like, go do that. Like, if you're really in it, you know, you put rocks in that gas tank, it actually puts the gas back up and you're good. You know, like, that's really like what it is. So go expand that, use those last couple of years, whatever it is, like, just don't fucking waste that potential. You know, because there's players that
ain't in my character, bro.
100%.
Not even in the like an ounce of who I am.
And I already know you know that. I'm just here on the sidelines, just reiterating.
Just making sure, like, Terrell, you Black.
Because a lot of the times, you've been around for a while, you know a lot of things, but sometimes things get put on the back burner where you're just like, like, I knew that. I just needed someone to, you know, that's right, you know. And it's not that you're even forgot about that, but it's just like that constant, because I know every day you wake up, you're in your head, all right, let's get it. Every day you wake up, okay, on to the next one, this workout, that workout, whatever. It's constantly in the back of your head. A lot of players, it's not. Someone, they need a phone call, they need a text, whatever it is. And like, if I gotta be that text, so be it. But like, let's make it happen at the end of the day. Like, don't ever waste potential in anything that you fucking do. If you have gas in the tank, go.
Facts.
Because at the end of the day, we all die, and I just don't want to be on my deathbed thinking about.
Bro, I got a stat for you, bro. I read this in, I think, my second year of junior college, bro. No, and I always remember this for the longest, bro. This maybe like when I was in junior college, 10. Yeah, bro. I read a stat, like, it was like 73% of people that die, when they die, they never fulfill their dream or quit on their dream. And you think about 73%, bro. Look how many people in the world. Now, fraction that, 73 out of a billion. That's a slim pot. Now look at the world who really pursue this and actually happy what they pursued in, and who ain't. And that really, like, hit me hard. I'm like, yo. And here I was at, like, in the kennel. About to, like, trying to make it out. And I was like, that was one stat. I forgot where I read that. I think it's like either one of my, like, psychology classes in college. But it was like, it hit me heat. It hit me deep. It was some real heat to that. And I was just like, man, I was like, that's reality.
That's real.
Because I'm like, I don't want to, not to speak like death and nothing like that, but just like, at the end of the day, it's like, in life, like, what do you want to get out of it? Like, you just want to, like, go through the regimens and motions and whatever, or you just want to, like, or do you want to, like, really pursue something, and no matter if you living by the sword and dying by the sword, you cool with that result. Me, y'all know what I'm on. But no, it's one of those things where, like, man, you just, in the end, I feel like when you pursue something for a long time, 9 times out of 10, bro, I think it's gonna crack. It's going to, because it happened for me. Could I do it again? Shit, it happened once. I can do it again for sure. And I'm there's no denying that I still got it. Ain't no denying I still got something in the tank.
Yeah, of course.
I got a lot more in the tank at the end of the day.
Tank, yeah.
But that's real heat though.
Yeah,
like I take that, and I respect that for you always.
Of course, man.
You know, keeping it real with me because it's only reciprocated.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
And
I mean, you got to double down, man. Like, that's it. I mean, constantly, like, you never fail. You just found 1,000 ways that won't work. You know, and that's all it is. So, anyways, that being said, I hope that we can tell your story, tell your narrative in a different way, in a different light, in a light that justifies your experience. You know, if you were to, I'll end with this. If you were to, if there was a documentary and that soundtrack was 5 tracks long,
man.
what would the soundtrack to Terrell's documentary be up to 28? What would those tracks be? We'll list them in the show notes.
Man, I got to rest this right. Man, 5 tracks?
Yeah.
5. I can't give you artists.
Nah, I can't give me artists.
That's a lot of songs, bro.
Yep.
That's like rap, hip hop, jazz, soul.
You're overthinking it, man. Just off the top, what comes to you? What instinctually comes to you?
I'll tell you right now what I'm bumping right now. I give you that. I give you songs I'm bumping right now.
Got me. Yeah,
okay, I give you that. My 5 tracks that I'm bumping right now. I'll give it to you. I'll give you that.
Nah, you know what? I'm not gonna take that. Tell you what. Give me the 5 artists that will fill up your soundtrack. If there's 5 if there's 20 tracks, each artist is gonna have a couple songs. Which artists are gonna have some say on that soundtrack?
Hove.
Yeah.
Real shit. Beyonce.
Shout out to the Beehive.
Yeah, facts. Beyonce for sure. She hold it down.
What? Beyonce or Rihanna?
Come on, man. Beyonce. Facts. You see that Coachella on Netflix?
I don't watch
crazy.
that. I don't watch that.
Get on that.
No, bro.
So whole Beyonce. Nip.
Yeah.
Of course. Gotta bump that one.
2 spots.
2 spots. Soundtrack? Beyonce, Hov.
Yeah.
Nancy. Marvin Gaye.
Oh.
Yeah, gotta throw him in there.
Okay.
Marvin.
For the ladies.
I gotta have a 6-man in this one too. I gotta have a 6-man. So Beyonce, Marvin. Let's say YG. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
Okay, and you got someone coming off the bench?
Yeah, and the reason why I'm gonna pick this dude, well, it's kind of going the same, but Future, Young Thug.
Oh my God.
I had to.
You got a whole team, bro.
Yeah. I think them the 5 artists that
define you?
That define me, because they all got something about them.
Yeah.
And that thing is like, they really come from the bottom up.
Yeah.
Like, and they all unique, all of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's a 5. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
6,
7.
7. Yeah. I think that's a cool. Yeah. Beyonce for sure though. Yeah.
Man,
for sure.
I'm going Rihanna over Beyonce.
Oh,
I'll be honest.
I ain't about to get into that argument. You about to,
but honestly,
they about to get on you,
but
bro.
honestly,
the
Beehive
Beehive about to get on you, bro.
I know. You know what? Alicia Keys over both of them though, because she crazy.
Yeah. I mean, give or take, man. They all good. I think they all. You know,
Swizz
beautiful.
got one, man, but Jay got one too.
Yeah.
Who Riri got? Riri ain't got no one.
I think they all great artists at the end of the day. All these artists, I mean, we all listen to it all.
Yeah. Nah, it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. And you know what? They're all individuals that came from the bottom up. As did you, sir. So I commend you for that. I appreciate you coming on.
My boy, my partner.
Hey, and I hope that we can, keep watching you, keeping you move in the right direction, moving forward here. And so where can people get at you if they want to holler at you? Where do you want to drive people? You got your plug. This camera, that camera, this mic.
That camera. You can hit my personal Instagram, Twitter, InfameTBlack, INFAM, lowercase t, letter 8, black, LACK. And you can hit me on my program at thegrind.basketball thegrind.basketball on IG.
Let's do it.
Facts.
Cool. Appreciate you, man. And we'll hit you up on IG. And thank you guys for listening. As always,
Facts.
It's been a pleasure. And we'll catch you guys soon.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.